Hello. So you made it through the welcome. Now it's time to get started with your program. I am going to incorporate a breathing exercise to start. Even though I'm not focused as much on breathing, I'm really just focused on the muscles. I find so many people have an issue with their ability to nose breathe, and that has to be the very first thing that we improve. So I have an exercise in here that you can always come back to if you're feeling congested, right? If you feel some sinus issues coming, I really want you to come back to this exercise and perform that. Even if you don't do any other exercises, but you just do this one multiple times a day, it's part of a type of breathing that is actually like reverse people's asthma. I think even Prince Philip, like the Queen, had him doing this. It's called buteyko breathing. And this is the one beginning stage of that, and it's nasal clearing. Okay, so what I want you to do is make sure you're comfortable with this exercise. So continue to do it every single day, even when you're not congested, just in the beginning, so you can understand it. And as I mentioned, if you need it down the road at any point in time, go ahead and do this exercise. It's great to do with your kids as well. You can make it fun. So, what you need to do is we need to only breathe through our nose. Our mouth has to stay shut the entire time. So, let's just put 5 minutes aside to do this exercise. Okay. Obviously, I'm going to open my mouth to instruct you or give you the next steps, but it's so important that you remember that your mouth is closed the entire time. Okay. So, we're going to take a breath in, just normal. And then we're just going to have a normal breath out. And then when you're finished your exhale, you're going to plug your nose and you're going to nod your head. And you're going to nod your head with your mouth closed, your nose closed, as long as you can hold your breath. When you can no longer hold your breath, you feel that urge. You can bypass that first tiny little urge to breathe, but once you cannot breathe anymore, you've released your nose only, and you inhale through the nose. Continuing to keep the lips closed, you're going to balance out your breathing until you feel comfortable. Okay. You don't want to have like your heart racing. You don't want to find like you're breathing really fast or unnormal for you, abnormal for you. And then once you feel like you've regulated, you're breathing normally now, continuing to have your lips closed. You never open your lips during this. Then we get ready. We do another round. We breathe in through the nose. We exhale it. When we're done our exhale, we plug our nostrils and we're nodding our head. Okay, and we're going to continue to nod the head as much as you can. Okay, for as long as you can. And then when you can no longer hold your breath, you release the nostrils. You take a good breath in through the nose. Okay, and then you regulate your breathing. And once you've regulated your breathing, you do that again. Okay, so that is the exercise. If you really want to work on clearing the nostril, if you find like one nose is always blocked, do this exercise through one nostril only. Okay, so how you would do that is you would take your breath in, you would take your breath out, you would nod your head. And let's say this is my blocked nostril. After I can no longer hold my breath, I release the one nostril only, and then I force the breath through this nostril. And then you would actually keep this one closed the whole time. Once your breathing is regulated, you breathe in, you breathe out, you plug your nose, you nod your head, you hold your breath as long as you can, and release when you can no longer hold your breath. Okay. You might find that there's some days where you really have to like breathe in and out, and sometimes you can't get any movement. Then when you can't get any movement, you just force breaths in, you force breaths out. You take turns trying both sides back and forth, but you continue at this, okay? And it will work on clearing the space out. You're using muscles in there that might not get used very frequently, or you might have a bit of blocked or inflammation or something going on in there. And this is just forcing blood flow. So that's why even if it's blocked, just try your best to breathe in and breathe out and just get some kind of motion in there. Okay, so that is our breathing exercise. Start simple. Obviously, don't go to single nostril right away. I want you just to do this exercise, and I want you to do this one twice a day. As I mentioned, if you're sick, you can do this more frequently. And you can go up to 5 rounds. After that, I think you're pretty good. And yes, and you're just good to move on. So you can also do this one on its own. You do not have to do this one in the series because I also find it can be a little time consuming to have to do 5 minutes of this and then spend more time with everything else. So you could do this one alone as its own thing. Okay, so for the series of exercise I want you to do together, here we go. The first one is fireworks. So we're going to spend about a 5 second count per syllable. And we're going to pretend we're watching fireworks. We go, E, big E. You want to see the apples of your cheeks. You want to close or cover the lower teeth when you do your smile. Okay, pulling everything up, and we're E, and then pucker the lips out. Ooh. So you're taking everything in and you're flanging the lips and you're going, ooh. Okay. And then open as wide as you can. Ah. So again, you have a bit of a smile. Your mouth is open as wide as you can, so you're working on some stretch. Ah. Bottom teeth covered. Okay. So we're going to repeat that 15 times. So I'll just do it all in order. E, ooh, ah. Okay, so 15 times. You can pause me, finish your reps, and we'll move on to peanut butter rub. We're going to imagine that we have peanut butter stuck on the roof of our mouth. I should grab my flashlight here so that way, if you need to see anything more clearly, it would be on. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is imagining the peanut butter is on the roof of our mouth. We're moving the tongue back and forth. We're going to start at the spot. So the spot is right behind the top teeth. It's not pushing on the top teeth. It's tucked back a little bit before and it's pushing up to the roof of our mouth. Okay, so that's the spot. We don't go past the spot. We start there, and then we're going to pretty much tickle the roof of our mouth, and we're going to bring the tip of our tongue all the way to the back as far as we can, and then forward, and then back, and then forward, and then back, and then forward. And when you feel like you've moved it back and forward so many times that now you need to take a breath or you have to swallow, then we're going to do a special kind of swallow. You're going to bite down, give me a big smile, and swallow. Okay, so here's what it's going to look like. I'm going to do one round. Okay, so tongue to the spot. Uh, okay, uh, 5, 6, 10, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so now I'm going to bite down, big smile, swallow. Okay, and then you're going to repeat that 5 times. Next, the waggle spot. We do not need my flashlight for anything else here. Okay, so the waggle spot. So what you're going to do is you're going to open your mouth and then you're going to take your tongue and go to the corners of your mouth. Okay, not sticking it way out. You move your jaw and your face around. You're going to try to keep all the other muscles relaxed. Okay, and then after you go back and forth twice, so 1, 2, and then you go up to the spot. So you open up your mouth to go to the spot. So this is what it's going to look like. Okay, and we're going to do that 10 times. And last, this is the puff. The puff is where we're going to be taking puffs of air and moving it to different quadrants of our mouth. Okay, there's 2 ways to do this. Ideally, I want you to be able to have your tongue to the spot while you do this exercise. If in the beginning you can't and you kind of need your tongue to float around in your mouth or even sit on the floor of your mouth, not the best thing. Floating is probably better. But what I want you to do is to puff air into the upper lip. Okay. If you feel like you can't focus it directly here, then you can hold onto your cheeks. You can even hold onto your chin like this. and just try to work on learning that. Okay. So, what you can do is if you can't do any particular spot, don't worry about doing the whole series. Let's just practice on the area you can't do until you can do it. And then when you can do it, then we're going to continue and do all four areas. So it would be upper lip, cheek, lower lip, other cheek. Okay. So first part of that, just make sure it's usually the upper or the lower lip people can't do. People can usually do the cheeks, but practice on either lip if you're really having a hard time with it. And then we'll do the 5 seconds in each one. And then we'll work up to having the tongue in the spot while we go around and spend 5 seconds in every quadrant. Okay. The goal is to have the tongue to the spot 5 seconds in each quadrant 5 times in a row. Okay. So this is why some exercises, if you really have no problem with this, at the end of the week, you can do these exercises. But some people need a full week just to learn how to focus the air into one spot. Okay, so it's a lot of focus in order to tell the brain that these are the muscles that have to react. So also doing this stuff in front of a mirror, very important, because then you can see what you're doing. It's feedback. Anything is neural feedback. You're seeing yourself, you're hearing me, and then you're feeling it as you go along. Okay, so those are the exercises, minimum twice a day. You want to wait 2 hours between every session. So you can do morning and night, you can do after work and before bed, you can do lunchtime and before bed, whatever works for you and your schedule to get it in. And if you've done your two exercises together, if you're out for a walk, if you're doing other things, feel free to throw in a few extra ones. You don't have to do the whole series the same way that I did it in this order, but you can just do a couple extra ones just to improve your results, especially if it's something you're having a little bit of a hard time with, right? It's just giving you that chance to have a little bit more exposure. Okay. Some people learn really, really quickly, some people don't. And there's nothing wrong with either, right? We all have our strengths and weaknesses, and we're all coming from a different place, a different age, a different environment. So there's your exercises. Have fun. I look forward to seeing you in our group, asking questions, connecting with people, and in our live grouping sessions. Okay, have a great day. Bye.